Welcome, guys, to the Jimmy Time Podcast.
We're back.
We're back. Again, I'm your host, Danny.
Whoop whoop. German.
Chris.
And Charlie, episode 5.
Yes, episode 5. All right, on today's episode, we have quite a few topics, ranging from childhood / celebrity crushes to magic. No, not the card game. Yeah, I know. We lost a bunch of listeners. And / witchcraft to virginity. I'll just leave it at that. So you have to listen. And also, what would you do if you win the lottery? If you won the lottery? Yeah. But before we get started, I'd like to give a shout out to a Facebook page titled "You Know You're from La Puente When." Because dot. Yeah, because this week
it's only one dot.
Oh, okay. Well,
period. So period, not ellipsis.
Yeah, so thank you guys. You guys
nerds.
reposted one of our episodes.
Yeah. Woo. We grew up in La Puente.
Well,
I think
3 of you did.
Yeah.
I guess.
According to this.
Because you went to church in La Puente.
Yeah,
so
you
that-
commuted.
So I drive there all the time. I'm
Yeah.
in La Puente, and I've eaten Boca, even though I'm
Yeah.
not in
I love the picture they have. The perfect La Puente anus. Glory hole donut.
The donut hole.
Yeah, the donut hole.
Have you ever eaten a donut there?
I have.
Is it good?
Yes.
I don't know. It tastes like a donut.
It tastes
Sucio.
I'm more of a Yum Yum Donuts guy.
I agree,
Francisquito and
Yeah, for me, it's Yum Yum. Yum Yum's on Amar and Puente.
there we go.
Yeah.
I'm not from here. Oh,
Whoa,
someone's trying to
whoa.
break
No.
It's paranormal activity.
Or
Oh,
that,
no.
or we have some fans trying to take a peek at us.
Trying to climb the...
They knew we were recording.
There's some people trying to climb into our studio.
We're back here in Ballin Park, just so you
Yeah.
know.
Yes, we
Oh,
are.
what?
Yes,
What?
yes, we are.
The one thing we didn't get to do was the order of our topics. Do we want to, Danny, go ahead and pick?
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and jump in. The first one will be childhood celebrity crushes.
Ooh, celebrity
Who
crushes,
were they?
child.
How old were you? And are you with them, honestly?
To this day.
To this day. Are you,
know,
married? How many kids?
You met when you were 4, but you got
Me,
married.
me
when
and
you were-
Whoopi, we go way back.
Is that really your celebrity crush?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Gold. Okay, you said yours already. No, yours is Whoopi
No.
Goldberg. You can't go back on it now. It's
Well,
all right.
it makes sense. Look at him. No, I'm just playing. Sorry, German. I'll go first.
Okay.
This started when I was 5. I don't know. But yeah, it was Kimberly, Amy Jo Johnson from the Power Rangers.
Nice.
Yes. Yes.
Nice. I think that was like every boy.
Every 5-year-old of our generation, yeah. But she broke my heart when she made out with Tommy, the Green Ranger.
Was that an episode?
Yeah, I remember. Like, I wanted to cry. I was mad. Like, I was like, damn.
I'm gonna kick the Green Ranger's
Oh, yeah.
ass.
But yeah.
He does MMA now.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with them now.
Gotta watch
Yeah,
out.
he has a Facebook page too. Jason David Frank.
Shout out to Jason.
Oh yeah.
David Frank.
Woo, woo. Well, I always like his page. I always like the stuff on his
Everything
page.
that comes out.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah,
me,
it's-
I always like.
Oh, because
Dave
the
Grohl's
cool thing
photos.
is like he'll actually reply back to your posts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I put I have an emulator for Super Nintendo
Uh huh.
on my computer.
Yeah.
And so I was playing Power Rangers.
Oh, the Power Rangers
Yeah,
game on Super
yeah,
Nintendo?
yeah.
Damn, I missed that game.
Yeah.
It was cheap.
And
it was
so
fun.
like I took a screenshot like with the Mac,
Yeah.
and then I put it on his page, and he was like, oh cool. Like he actually started like replying back.
What? You become close friends with them?
Imagine.
So he's
Tells you about how we had sex with Kimberly.
He's like, so first it was doggies.
I had the helmet on.
We like role playing.
She had my helmet on.
What? We switched it off. I like looking at myself. You know? It turns me on a lot quicker.
So the Green Ranger is your celebrity crush?
Yes.
First
Jason
it was
David
Whoopi.
Frank.
Now it's the Green Ranger.
Oh yeah. It varies
Depending on how
on
you.
moods.
All right, so we're talking celebrity
Celebrity or like some,
or
well, cause yeah. You can-
well,
or?
cause like if we're going by my first crush childhood, I was like 4 years old. I was in preschool, and there was this girl. She was like, I don't know. To me, she was like hot or whatever.
What's her
name
name?
was Pamela.
No names.
I just say the first name. I don't know her last name. She's not gonna remember me. We're not gonna remember each other.
No.
Trust me.
What if she's married? She leaves her husband because you said. her
Oh
name?
God! And then so she comes to me somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. This girl. Yeah. We were in preschool, and I remember I would pretty much try to like hang out with her all the time, like during recess or whatever, and always be like, yeah, I'm gotta hang out with her. But I mean, I didn't lose my virginity then.
Sadly.
Charlie,
But,
did
yeah.
you? Oh, yeah,
Charlie,
sorry.
no, that's
I'm
good.
sorry, Chris. Charlie, did you?
My turn. Okay.
Charlie.
Okay, and I share one with our longtime friend George. If he's listening. In middle school, I had a crush for. If you were fans of X-Files, Scully, the actress that played Scully, which is Gillian Anderson.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. She is
Not a bad choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was
a good redhead milfy alien.
Well, I think that was just that. I think it was because I was enamored by her red hair. Because to this day,
You wanted her red hair.
Any redheaded actor or actress is a plus.
Conan.
Conan, yeah, Conan is
yeah,
Oh,
celebrity
and
crush.
Now German's
Conan.
gonna be talking about Conan all night, like the last time.
We need a Conan episode.
Conan.
Oh, and big women too, right? Like Christina Hendricks. Oh. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But it's a contrast to it's big women, small men, red hair.
No, but that Christina Hendricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in her Mad Men outfits. Oh man.
For all you Mad Men fans.
Yeah. Woo.
What is this? Celebrity crushes or childhood crushes?
Well, it's whichever you want to talk about.
Okay. My first crush was a girl in kindergarten. I remember her name was Nadine, and I could never remember her last name. And so like I remember like 3rd to like 5th grade, I was like going around asking like everyone like, oh, what's her last name? So I could try to find her. I like in elementary.
Stalker.
I know. I was the first.
Stalker at a young age.
Yeah, and now
Now you stalk other women. I'm just kidding.
And my first
This
celebrity
just got
crush,
awkward.
I think, was Hermione.
Hermione.
Yeah, from Harry Potter.
What?
Years ago.
Yeah,
What's
I
her
know.
real name? Emma
I don't know.
Watson. Emma Watson.
Emma Watson.
George knows what we're talking about.
Yeah.
One of the questions that I did have for this topic was, when does your crush end? Does it end?
I don't think it ends. Well, it's just not as big as it was when you first felt it. It's kind of like, when it's oh my god, you discover it, and then it's like, oh yeah, it just becomes your crush. And so at first it's like huge to you, like, oh god, I'm in love with this person, or whatever. And then afterwards it just dies pretty much. Like it's like,
And like right now, my current one is Maggie from The Walking Dead. I don't know her real name.
Maggie?
But yeah, I know once the show's over or she dies, I'm gonna forget about her.
Yeah.
Until she comes out into like another movie or another show. Yeah, but Maggie, if you're listening, get at me.
Scarlett Johansson, another one. I like Scarlett Johansson.
No, actually, yeah, that's true. I didn't mention her.
She's
gonna come out in the movie Hitchcock, which is about the making of the movie Psycho. She's gonna play, huh?
Yeah, no, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
You didn't?
No.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Since they decided to make a movie about the making of Psycho.
Is that coming out this year, next year?
I think next year in January.
So it's a remake.
No, it's not a remake.
No, it's supposed to be
called
some sort of
Hitchcock.
biography.
Okay.
It's about.
Wait, who does she play?
She plays what's that
The
actress'
grandma?
name? The one that gets killed in the shower. What's her name?
I don't know. Hot chick in the shower.
Isn't that Jamie Lee Curtis's mom, or was that the other character?
Thinking of Halloween?
Yeah.
No. No, her mom I think came out in Psycho.
The first one.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
more
no, I
than
didn't know
one.
that. No, I didn't know that. Yeah, there's a second. Okay. Gus Van Sant made a second one,
Right.
and it was a frame by frame, and it was Vince Vaughn as the.
Oh, no, yeah, no,
I know that's the one.
I
keep
wasn't
thinking
talking
of.
about Jamie Lee Curtis.
No,
her mother,
yeah, no,
though.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the original black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but they did remake it, and it was
I didn't
it was
know
a flop.
It was
Yeah,
it was strange.
that's
It was
a-
weird. And H played
yeah, and it has creepy Jimmy timing in there.
You know-
That's fun, Jimmy
you know,
Times and
quick
some
note-
shit.
Big time.
you can actually see Anne Heche's anus, a little piece of it, when she falls down after she dies.
Okay, are you supposed to?
I have no idea, but it was in there. It was in the final cut.
You saw
It's
it?
like quick, like not like directly into it. It's like a top view from the camera.
Did you? I imagine Chris pausing the movie.
Yeah,
Wait,
okay,
I
no.
see
some anus.
Probably did you pause it?
No, I didn't. Like seriously, like because I was watching it on TV.
Yeah, you
rewinded
did.
it. Yes, I rewinded it. No, I was like, did I just see
Pause.
that? And I did. 'Cause I saw it another time, and I did check this time, like to see if it was like it actually was.
Okay.
And it was. It was
Okay,
crazy.
well, I'll believe you.
Yeah. Just take a look if you want.
I'll pass on that one. Does anyone else have anything to add? All right, moving to the next one.
When they're like talking about movies, like just straight
that
up
was
movies.
our movie segment for this week. All right, our next topic going into is what I have here says Ouija. The Ouija board, magic.
Ouija board.
Sorry.
Spanish kicking in.
Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah, my beaner's flaring up. And witchcraft. I don't know who chose this. Who chose this topic?
Wow.
Did I?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Who- last week?
It was pretty late last
It
time.
was yeah.
It might have been me because I own a Ouija board.
Oh,
La
we should
Ouija.
play it while we're.
Oh
yeah.
we should
Wow.
call
Let's see
upon
if
the
we hear
spirits.
any
Okay,
demons.
let's just say we are playing it.
I mean, yeah, we have it right in front of us.
Remember,
Yeah, that's- we're
remember
looking
last
right
time
at
we
it right
tried
now.
talking to Nixon, Richard Nixon?
Oh, I'm Richard Nixon. And
Hey, do you want a beer, Richard Nixon? He's like, yes.
give me that shit right now.
Oh, gosh. Nah, and then one of our friends was getting all mad because we weren't using it properly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, who is this?
Oh,
wait,
no,
well,
no,
that's
no,
right.
no.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
No names.
Let's not.
That's the Ouija board. Oh, you heard.
Okay, but
Whoa.
some of the questions that I have.
Okay, go ahead, Charlie.
Because I guess this is part of the reason why we came up with this topic was, do you guys think that the Ouija board is a legit tool of magic?
No.
I don't
I
believe
doubt
it.
no.
No, and if you do, you're an idiot.
I wouldn't go as far as to say that.
That's
I want
a little
people to listen to
extreme.
us still.
A lot of people probably. Oh,
No.
I'm not gonna listen to these guys anymore. They just called me an idiot.
Okay. Well, good riddance. No.
No, I mean,
but do you think it's for example, it's just because I know a lot of people that just owning one, it's a big
Yeah,
for
it's a
them.
big
Like-
deal. Because I remember when German first bought his, we had a couple friends that were kind of upset that he bought one.
yeah.
I'm
that's
like, dude,
true.
we got it at what, Target or Walmart?
Yeah, or like Toys R Us. I think
Toys
they
R
sell
Us,
it. At.
yeah.
That's what's weird. It's like
Yeah.
it's supposed to be this huge like,
Yeah.
oh, you shouldn't mess with that, but yet they sell it at Toys R Us.
Yeah,
for
in the
kids to play
game
with.
section, yeah.
It's like, oh, it's okay. Let's let them contact Satan.
Yeah.
But,
Or they're-
you know,
Or
Have you guys tried using it?
yeah.
Yeah, a couple of times.
I've had this for like I don't know how many years have I had it. I've had it probably for like
Like
3 years,
2 or
4?
3 years around there.
Yeah. And I mean, I've used it. I mean, there's nothing to it. It's just a piece of
I
cardboard.
mean, it did move on its own once, but I figured it's just Satan.
But why do you think a lot of people still believe that it is an actual?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I
People
think-
are just
yeah.
maybe it's just fear.
Oh,
It's
I
from
think
hearing.
also because especially in like the Hispanic community or
Oh, yeah.
culture, like our grandparents tell stories like, oh yeah, my neighbor in Mexico had one,
Yeah.
and stuff like that gets passed down
So
in
yeah,
our culture.
Yeah. Like the myth of that if you throw it in the fire, it'll scream.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And like for me too, like also, growing up as a kid, you know, my family's always been religious. You know, and always like, you know, oh, you shouldn't mess with that stuff. And so even for me, like when German had bought this, the Ouija board, I was still like at first I was kind of nervous and scared.
You're
Just
crying.
crying. No, just because like I've grown up my whole life thinking, oh, this is wrong. You shouldn't be doing that.
Mhm.
So I was still kind of reluctant to even try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like I mean, of course, I was just, but I knew like it's nothing. Come on, it's not really gonna work. Come on.
Yeah.
So it was just so that's like it just shows how strong the beliefs about the Ouija board is. Like me being like an atheist now, still at first I was kind of nervous to try it because I grew up with the Christian background, hearing the stories. Yeah. So it shows how strong it is, like for everyone to believe like you should not mess with that kind of stuff, but really there's nothing there. Yeah, like at all.
Okay. The reason I don't believe is I read this article. I think it was an article, or it was just probably one of the books that Darren Brown wrote, and because he's a magician, and so he knows a lot of the different like ruses that magicians use to make it seem like you're doing something that's seem like it's I don't even know what's the word. Real? No, well, I guess. Well, yeah, like something like that would obviously, be really hard to explain, like psychic readings or how the Ouija board supposedly moves on its own. But because he talks about this thing called ideomotor, which is the reason why people feel like the Ouija board actually it moves on its own. Because it's kind of like if you hold a pendulum to your eye, like you hold a pendulum, and for those that don't know what a pendulum is, it's just a string basically with something hanging off it, right, that you can swing around. And if you hold a pendulum to eye level, and in your head you tell yourself to go for it to move back and forth, it'll start to move. Or if you tell yourself that you want it to move in a circular motion, it'll do it. And it's because of this thing. It's called ideomotor, or the ideomotor effect. And right now, I looked it up on Wikipedia, and it describes it as
credible sources of it.
Oh yeah, ideomotor effect is a psychological phenomenon wherein a subject makes motions unconsciously. So basically, you're moving it yourself unconsciously, and that's the same way that the Ouija board works. In the same way, right? Where someone will unconsciously move it, and they think that it's the actual physical object, but it's the person doing it unconsciously.
Charlie, have you have any experience with the Ouija board?
No.
Okay.
Want to try?
I think the one time I have tried it, we just sat there and nothing happened.
Oh, okay. Well, I meant like, have you played with the Ouija board? Well, yes, you have.
That's what I'm saying. It didn't do anything. But I think what we were talking about earlier is the fact that if you do not believe in something, it would probably not work for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I think it has to kind of do with, with any belief, like, and because when with this whole discussion, I keep thinking like a lot of people still think in things like superstition and like making wishes, and like, for example, right, one of the things I did kind of think like, why do people still do this? Like it's just a waste of money. I walk around fountains and wishing wells and and there's always a lot of money in there, and I'm always thinking like, do people really think that throwing a coin into a fountain is going to grant them a wish? So and it seems like it's a big yes, because there's always a lot of coins just sitting at the bottom of a fountain. So it's funny that we might say like, none of us believe in the Ouija board and if it works or not. But I think a lot of people would probably say no, that is real. Yeah. Just as they think it's like, blowing out candles and making a wish is going to come true, right? Or a shooting star making. It's really one of those things that. I don't know. I think about it like, really, like people really still think like just wishes, or they still believe in some sort of magic, right? Like movie magic, or I don't know, right? But do we still think that is there any magic left in the world? Do any of you think there's any? Are we all
other than Disney?
We're all cynical.
Well, there's magic, the form of entertainment. I think that.
Okay,
but I don't think that's real magic. Like
it's just what's that word?
It's illusion.
Illusion. There you go.
Yeah, like it's supernatural anything. I don't think exists.
Yeah. Okay, so I think going on to the last part of our of this topic is, What about, for example, real life witches?
What about them?
They exist, right?
You
Yeah,
think
they
they
exist.
exist?
Well, no, they
do exist.
They do
Real
exist.
life witches.
Yes.
Yeah, not movie.
No, I'm
like,
saying women, like
you know,
like
they
men and
actually
women
practice
that
witchcraft.
believe in witchcraft. That
Yeah.
that practice
Yeah.
witchcraft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I know my friend mentioned like this was a couple weeks ago that when he was sick,
Yeah.
and his grandma was like, "Oh, I'll bring this lady over."
Oh,
so
yeah.
he can, and he was saying she had like a
Herbs,
herbs and like some
like
kind
sage.
of it was crazy. And that she was like blowing smoke on him and waving like a branch at him. Like what? Yeah, but I think people still believe in all that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
dude,
same
you're
thing
like,
in my family. I had an aunt who actually did that stuff
oh wow.
too. So it's like, yeah. But
Did she ever try to get you into?
No, but my parents did get involved with that. Like, not like they tried to do it, but my aunt was like helping them with. I don't know what exactly the problem was or what, but she would use it on them sometimes. To help out though. Like not,
so that makes her a real witch because she.
No, yeah. Look, not witch as in what you read in stories or
Not like the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, not like that. Witch, they actually practice witchcraft.
So you're right. Like
but
that's saying,
nothing,
for example, like a
though.
witch doctor,
Oh, okay, yeah.
right?
witch
That
doctor.
believes that
Yeah.
incantations and practices are going to maybe rid your body of something bad. That's what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
But then wouldn't technically like a priest also be a witch?
Well, by definition, no.
Why?
I think if it has like a like conventional religious, like I mean, again, if you boil it down, you could probably say yes, it's the same. But I think we would say the practice of sorcery and witchcraft is something that's more extreme than like organized religion, conventional traditional practices, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, because to me, it all does the same thing.
But again, I think that the point I was getting to is that a lot of people must still believe in this if there's popular it's everywhere if it's that popular. For example, earlier we were talking about Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
And I mean, box office hit, right? But it has to be like people go to it to see it because they're scared and because they actually believe that there are ghosts and demons and you get possessed.
Because which paranormal was it when they had the Ouija board?
That was the first one.
The first one?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, I remember when that scene happened. Like I would tell my friends, let's play, and they were like, "Oh no, didn't you watch the movie? It's gonna catch on fire and it's gonna haunt us."
That was a movie.
Exactly. I was like, dude, that's a movie. Yeah, that's it for this topic. Thank you, German. All right, going on to our next one. Would be, what would you guys do if you guys won the lottery?
That's a good question.
Yes.
I'll let you know when I win.
Wait, have you been playing the lottery?
No, I haven't.
I think that's the other thing that you think about too is you're gonna win the lottery if you put the effort into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I get what you're saying. Go ahead.
I mean, I doubt people that they just buy one ticket in their lifetime and they win.
Yeah. People usually buy way more than one ticket.
Yeah, and there's people that have like they think they have a system or a theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago where 2 people won the mega. Well, which one's the one that's the whole United States? The mega or the super? I don't know.
Lotto?
But I think it was last week where 2 people won.
Yeah.
And then one of the guys that had him on the Kevin and Bean show, or no, didn't have him. They were listening to an interview, and he said he just he saw the news and like, oh yeah, the lottery drawings tonight, and he was gonna pick one on the way up to work, but he forgot. So he just told his sister like, "Oh, go get one for me," and then he won. And like, he said that was his first time playing or something.
Oh yeah.
So lucky bastard.
He never had to play again.
No. Oh yeah. That's crazy, huh? Like, and he was like 22, like our age, and like
that would put me through school.
Oh yes.
That would
start having
give me
kids
a
already.
house. No. Give me a house.
So what would the first thing you guys would do if you won the lottery? Let's say it's a multi-million-dollar jackpot.
Multi-million.
I'll pass it to Herman.
Me personally, I've thought about it. I probably would, I don't know, go crazy and go bankrupt. No, I think I would try to get a really good education, like pay to go to Harvard or something. So just in case I ever become like poor or like blow all the money, I will at least would still have a really good education.
So you'd invest it in yourself.
I get, yeah. I'd probably try to start, companies or businesses or something. I'd try to start a business, like things I've always wanted to do. Probably give a lot to my family, right? And friends.
Yeah.
Invest it all in Jimmy time.
Buy an actual studio and
right. We wouldn't have to buy cables at Fry's.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Oh yeah. If you guys are wondering why today's podcast sounds better than the one on episode 3, is because we bought new cables.
Right, courtesy of a gift card from Fry's.
Yes.
Is that it for your spending spree? Yeah.
Well, I mean that, and then probably cars, houses, women.
Multiple.
Oh goodness.
Charlie?
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that a lot of people do, which I would not do when you win the lottery, is quit your job.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And change your lifestyle. I think a lot of people, what they do is they just, I have all this money, I could do whatever I want. And then like a few years later down the road, they have no more money.
Yeah. Okay, quick question. What if like you're at your current job and say that someone or employee says you hurt them or something and they try to sue you just because of the fact they know you have the money?
Well, that's the other thing. I thought about that. I would make sure I would not like have like I would not be on the news and that sort of thing.
You can do it anonymous, right?
A secret.
Can you claim it?
You should be able to.
Oh, I don't know.
Right, and then maybe take it in payments, not take the whole lump sum. I don't care if they have to take a chunk.
How about a lawyer? Would you hire a lawyer?
Yeah, I would really get some sort of prepaid legal or some like retainer
to follow you around.
Retainer lawyer, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, but again, I think that the most important thing would be to just not change what I do, because again, I would like, I'm gonna go buy an island and just live there. It's really right. I think it would be kind of like, let's just like, I just have this savings account with a lot of money in it, and I could just don't have to worry about like food and bills and that sort of right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think just get rid of all the stress in my life, and everything else would stay the same.
Yeah,
and I would probably, the other thing I would also do too is I would probably donate a portion of it to
I would.
good legit,
like $2
to the Jimmy Time charity.
What can they do with
to the Ouija board foundation?
Right, and then maybe buy decent house, decent car,
nice,
an RV, that's the other thing I want. RV,
nice,
yeah.
Breaking Bad status.
No, that was kind of cheap.
Oh, okay.
No, like a one of those campaign buses, like to have like one of those maybe it's more like a bus, to bus around my friends.
Yeah, no more gas for me.
We can use it for our tour. Whenever we
Jimmy Time tour
coming to your city.
2060.
Yeah.
Is that me now? I guess I'd probably put myself through school, to pay for it all and go through it for whatever the hell I want to do. And I'd buy a house. I'd give some money to my family and friends. But yeah, and I'd say I'd pretty much just save it, put it all in the bank, and only use it when necessary. Don't use big chunks. Just pretty much take care of people around me, and not go out crazy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. For me, I'm a mama's boy, so I would pay off all my mom's bills.
Yep.
Like like whatever you want, I'll get it for you. And then I'll cover school, like you guys said, school. I'll pay for my education. Like right now, I have a bunch of
loans,
student loans going on, so pay those off. Damn school charging me. Anyways, yeah, and then of course, I wouldn't move. I would just upgrade my house, remodel, and then probably like my dream car, and then give my friends a cut. But one of the dreams I've always had is to open my own music venue.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. So
I don't know why I didn't think of that. Yeah, that's
so it'd be like a art/music venue.
Right.
So that's probably like the only major big thing I would do with the money, and have it local for just local bands, because they struggle, and then they wouldn't have to like do a bunch of pre-sales.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll give back to and of course a charity. Yeah. You gotta help out the people. But the music venue, I always wanted to do that.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we can use it as a studio in the future.
Yeah.
Jimmy Time. It's gonna be called the Jimmy Times venue. I don't know.
Amphitheater.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, that's.
I was also thinking of buying like a theme park or
A theme park.
That's too much
Buying
maintenance
Disneyland?
though, and then the employees and.
But it make all sorts of money,
Oh, that's true.
right?
It pays for itself.
Or maybe a museum.
Like a microwave.
I don't know, something cool. A microwave.
Nah. Yeah, that's cool. I'll give my friends a pretty big cut. Well, it depends how much it is. If it's like $5,000, I don't know. But if it's
no one's getting anything.
yeah. I would tell them they would have to use it wisely, because then if they're not, then chances are I won't give it to you.
Oh, I didn't mention either. I'd also buy a good amount of guns.
Oh,
I'm kind of a gun nut, not a gun nut, gun enthusiast.
I just want one.
Yeah, I mean, I like guns. I like
if you ever
guns.
win, all you have to buy me is a gun.
All right, what kind?
I don't care, as long as it's a 50.
A 50 cal?
50 cal.
So like a Barrett?
Yeah. Sounds good.
So okay, so is that the first thing you would buy? Like, let's say it's not a lot of money. Let's say it's
Okay.
only like in the thousands.
In the thousands?
Maybe like 10, 25. You win $25,000.
$25,000.
What's the first thing you would buy?
If I won $25,000, I'd probably, I wouldn't. I'm not sure if I would just completely put it in the bank and just leave it there.
Okay.
Not really do anything with it.
So you would buy nothing with it.
I wouldn't start buying stuff. It was that little woman. It's not a little, but or I'd give it to my parents to help pay off whatever debt they can.
Okay.
With it. Yeah.
Would you guys buy anything?
No, I would help out with the house, because I know the house taxes are pain in the butt because they're coming up and I have to save up. But bills and the house taxes and stuff around the house. Probably I would save a couple $100 for me, but the rest would be for the family and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I would. What I would do, I think I would use like $6,000.
Okay.
And then put that like in stocks. And since I don't know that much about stocks, put in something that I like to buy or I use. So then that'll kind of teach me how money works, and so I can make money grow more.
Okay.
All right. And then with the rest, either like pay off bills or debt that I'm in. Have a couple tickets I have to pay off.
Oh no!
I know.
Save some for your bail.
Worn out
Yeah, I know. They're gonna find me. Yeah.
Buy some bonds.
And the rest give to my girlfriend.
Oh.
Well, I learned a cool trick Friday when it comes to the tickets, because I know they give you like how many extensions? 1 or 2?
I think it's 2.
Two, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, say you get the 2 already, and they won't give you a third one. All you have to do is ask to see the judge, or give you a court day, and sometimes you'll get lucky and it'll be like 7 to a year later. Because my friend was telling me this weekend that he got 2 extensions, and then he just said, "Oh, can I have a date to see the judge?" And then he said, and then they told him like, "Oh yeah, it'll be February of next year." So he has basically a whole year to pay off the ticket. So that's a cool little trick for everyone out there.
Yeah.
Oh well, but mine's just like they're weenie little tickets. Like one's like for not wearing my seatbelt, another one's
like
for like
$25 tickets.
Yeah, but they grew.
They grew.
Yeah, and another one was like a parking ticket. I was parked in an area I wasn't. I was parked and I had my tag expired, and then I got a ticket. Yeah,
it's unfortunate.
That reminds me, when we leave, I have a ticket on my car window. Charlie's gonna pay for it.
No, I already told them they're not gonna give him a ticket.
Okay, Charlie made me park.
Charlie spoke to the city. He's like, "Listen up,
the mayor of
we're not getting any goddamn tickets
on any
well,
he's
parked
cars.
in front of the school, and the school doesn't open on Sunday, so it should be fine.
Okay, I just hope my car's there.
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Last comments, questions?
Guns all the time.
Guns, yes.
I would
buy guns.
I'd buy myself like maybe 5 guns.
Nice. I'll have like a super cool man cave, so I can watch my hockey, my football, baseball, all that good stuff.
Yep.
Home theater.
Oh yeah, big screen. Yeah.
Bowling alley.
Yeah, for Charlie. Just for Charlie.
Charlie can only go in there.
I can't even use
a passcode to get in.
He has to use his thumb and his eyeball.
Nice.
Yeah, but I guess that's it for this topic.
Yeah.
And then for our last topic, which is I have right here, losing one's virginity, romantic or not. Who chose this topic for today?
I don't know who did.
I think it was Christian last week.
Oh, he's not here.
Yeah.
Again, thank you for the studio last week.
Oh yeah, Christian.
Yeah, shout out to Chris and all of Lakewood.
Yeah. Charlie, would you like to explain?
Okay.
More?
The questions I had here prepared was I think it has to do with the concept of, and I think it's probably because I watch a lot of Once Upon a Time fairy tale. But I one of the beliefs before is that losing your virginity had to be like a romantic get swept off your feet and then finally you do the deed kind of thing. Do you think that's still the way people think, or is it just one of those coming of age, adult rite of passage kind of thing?
Should it be romantic? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, that is the question.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I don't think it should be, because you're terrible. Like, you don't know what you're doing. You're kind of scared, nervous, horny. Like, it's just a bad combination.
Yeah, but again, these are guy perspectives. So
yeah, this is just
I bet
coming
you if
from
you would
us.
ask like a I don't know, like your average 17.
I don't know, like
girl.
a female.
Yeah, like a female. Some of them, their opinions would probably change because they probably think of the whole princess fantasy. Yeah.
But again, I don't think it has to specifically involve gender. I think there are probably a lot of males out there that are still waiting for the right girl and get married. And there are a lot of girls out there that at the drop of a hat, they are giving it up. So I think, again...
If you're one of those, leave your name on our page. No,
just not.
Danny.
But again, but I think it's more along the lines of, do you all personally think it should be a certain way, or it is not ever going to be like that again, or...
Okay, yeah, I don't think it should be romantic because it's your first time. Usually it's just, you kind of just want to do it and get it over with just because you want to already be able to say, oh, I'm not a virgin anymore. So, like, it usually happens, like, it just happens when it, when you lose your virginity.
No, that doesn't just happen.
It just happens.
Well, that's another question. Is it something that just happens, or is it planned, like something you plan?
No, I mean, sometimes people try to plan it, but for the most part, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just spur of the moment. It's not like, I mean...
not for me. For me, it wasn't spur of the moment.
You planned it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't plan mine.
Because the thing is, I didn't even know how to pick up a girl before.
Yeah, no, I mean...
Right, so I had to make sure, like, everything went according to plan, I guess.
According to plan. Well, no, I mean, I didn't even plan it.
I wasn't that smooth. I wasn't all
I'm
like,
not saying
it
I
just
was
happens.
smooth. I'm just saying, like, sometimes it just, like, happens. Like, see, the reason... For me, it was alcohol. Alcohol was involved, so shit happens when you're drinking. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
How old were you?
I was 17.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, like, because I was at a party, and, you know, I'm starting to dance with a girl, so we're just starting dancing, and luckily it was at someone that I knew that was close to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to go in the house and do whatever I had to do after. So it wasn't romantic for me at all. I was drunk. She was drunk. We were just at a party. It just happened. Like, we started making out. Started, you know, getting really, like, touchy and, like, you know, moving my hands down in certain areas and stuff. It just happened. Like,
wait, where? Not a second. But I'm assuming that wasn't her first time, though.
Right, but this was like, I'm talking about myself.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm talking about myself. I'm not talking about her.
So do you think it would have happened if she was also a virgin?
Oh.
I can't say it would.
Okay.
No, there'd be a lot more struggling going on. Like, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Chris
so she took the reins. You're saying she took the reins, and that's why it happened.
Pretty much.
Took Chris to school.
Took me, schooled me, and I was like, all right, cool.
Now, is it possible that she had it planned?
Oh. No, I don't know about that. I can't say if it was if it's possible or not. Is it possible? Yeah.
I don't think so, because there was alcohol involved. I mean, alcohol
That's
is
true.
It
was alcohol. Like I said, alcohol was involved
immensely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my alcohol wasn't involved. It was all
right. See.
And how old are you?
I was 19.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was
and you said it was planned. So how does that happen?
Yeah, well, because the thing is, I met the girl on it was on MySpace. Like we didn't even see each other. Like,
yeah,
and so like I don't even remember exactly how everything went down, but
I thought you were against using social networks.
I know.
I remember episode 2. Okay.
No, I am, and I don't know. I probably always break my own rules all the time, but I mean, I prefer not to, but I did that. And my first time it was with a girl that I met on MySpace, and I'm not saying it can't be done, but I'm saying it's really difficult. Yeah, and we met on MySpace. And I remember I made her laugh, and she decided like, oh, we should hang out, and we hung out, and then I had to like make her comfortable with me, and I had to seem not needy, and like I had it all planned out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, for me, like I said, I can't say I didn't have it planned out.
Yeah.
Alcohol was involved.
And then we have good friends that actually, waited. They've been with each other for many years, and they waited to marriage, and so there's, of course, it's still like people still make it romantic.
It's not like it's dead. It's
just,
the question was, should it be?
Yeah,
and I don't think it has to be.
It doesn't. Well, that depends on the individuals.
Yeah. Well, no, I think the question wasn't. Again, if you take it, personally, what do you believe? But I think that is it still alive? Like we were talking.
Is it still alive?
So some people do still
some
believe.
People still do
right?
Believe
because I think the other question was, what are your opinions on the people that do wait to find the one person and then get married and go through the process of.
What's my opinion on that?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if you really do believe you're gonna find that special person and you are gonna lose your virginity to that person, then go ahead and pursue that.
Okay.
I say, go ahead. If that's what you believe, that's what you want. Go ahead. Go for it.
Okay. Anyone else?
No, same. I'm on the same page as Chris. But we'll make fun of them. No, I'm just playing. But no, that's what I have no judgment or... Yeah, if that's what their choice, and go for it. Hope you do find that person. And
the only advice I give is don't expect it to be romantic. Because probably more often than not, it won't be. But if it does happen, then you're one of the lucky people, and you should appreciate it.
Nice.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Okay, the other question, and this kind of has to still do with the same topic, is what then constitutes losing your virginity? Because this is the reason I bring this up.
If you have an erection?
Well,
okay.
Wait, what do you mean?
No.
That's it. That's a joke, yeah.
Well, I mean, the reason I bring this question up, and again, you can laugh, but there's a show, I think it was on TLC or Life, like one of those cable shows, where it was this couple, and they both waited for marriage, even to kiss.
Oh yeah, I think I saw it.
Yeah, and there's a popular video, I think, on YouTube, where they actually show their first kiss as a married couple. And it's really awkward and really it basically just it's like I mean you need to watch the video to see it, but it's because they even restrain themselves from kissing when they were dating.
That's a lot of self-control.
To them their virginity constituted also of kissing. So losing your virginity means what?
Was it I don't know if I remember correctly. Was that the one where they didn't even hold hands because it was too much of a?
I don't think they didn't touch each other.
Okay,
wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's way
hard. How do you do
you have to have a lot of self-control for that.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
So what is your take on that?
No, my hat's off to them. You know?
Hell yeah! If you can actually do that, my God.
I mean, but why? Why is that like a respectable thing?
It shows how much self-control they have.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Dude, come on. That's like our primal
it's
sex.
Instinct, yeah.
Kissing, that's like, go straight down to like our just instinct. So the fact that they were actually able to control themselves and not give in to their to their.
And do you remember, Charlie, how long they were together or before they got married?
I don't remember the details.
Oh, okay. No.
It was a day,
but it was. I mean, I feel like it might have been. Again, I would just be guessing. I think I would think it might have been close to a year, but again, I don't know.
A year? That's
maybe it was. I'm telling you again. I don't remember.
but I'm thinking like
I would be shocked if it was like 5 years.
Because if they think that it's a bad thing, then I'm like they're not gonna do it. Like
no, I don't think. Okay, I don't think it's a lot of times it's again, like I said, the whole fairy tale of like, oh, it's a treasure, it's a gift that you're saving for the person that you love. So they're doing it because of love, which again, they're romantic or not.
Yeah.
Right. If you don't believe in the romance of sex, then you just go ahead and jump right in. But my question again goes more towards what do you think constitutes losing one's virginity?
Okay.
Because again, to them, losing your virginity was having someone else physically be intimate with you.
Right.
And they're at the level of just lips touching each other.
Yeah. No, I think when you're responsible enough, you can have sex. Like, if you know you're gonna like, you know,
again,
be protected.
what does that mean?
Like,
what does that mean?
If you're gonna use protection, you have to know like what the consequences would be. You have to really think about the consequences of, you know, how, like if I start having sex, how can I protect myself? Like,
okay.
Yeah, that can be 16. It can be 18. It could be 21.
Okay.
As long as, you know, they understand that you know, STDs are a factor and pregnancy is a big factor, you know, and the responsibility of I mean, because I mean, you can just, I mean, there's people that, you know, just glorify, just have sex, whatever, but you do have to be a little responsible. I mean, it is fun, it's really fun, but you not anyone should just be going around having sex.
Of course not.
Right, because, you know, there's a responsibility to having sex.
Was that the question?
No.
No, right? Yeah, this entire time I'm sitting here.
Again, I enjoyed your response. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
But I think the okay. Like,
Okay,
I will make it.
Wait. I thought the question was, when do you think it's okay to
No.
lose your
What constitutes losing your virginity?
Like for them.
So okay,
touching
for
each other,
example, you
period,
told me
was
at the age of 19 you lost your virginity, right? But I'm saying, is that the first time you had any sexual contact?
No.
So then losing your virginity.
Oh, okay. So what for me personally qualifies as losing my virginity?
Yes.
Okay. For me, I think it would be sticking your penis in a vagina.
Okay.
Oh,
a
so
little
graphic,
but penetration.
Yes.
Intercourse.
Vaginal intercourse.
Okay,
shoving your penis in a vagina.
I think that's called the
or an anus.
Yeah, that is.
That's actually a good one right there too, because you know, like,
Yeah.
of course I don't believe it, but some
Fuchila.
people would say like they'd have anal sex just
They
to
don't-
say that they're still a virgin.
Yeah.
Like females would
yeah.
like, okay, we'll have anal sex. This way, I'm still a virgin.
Yeah.
I have heard and this is like young people, like teenagers, say that like to lose your virginity is penetration,
Intercourse. Yeah.
Right.
intercourse.
Mm-hmm.
But anything else is not. So you could you could have
Oral,
anal,
anal,
and it's still
And
not.
they'd still be.
I included anal. I include anal
Right.
or vaginal.
So you do include anal.
So he's
Yeah.
saying
For me, anal comes after.
any form of penetration.
right. Yeah, that's and
With
I
you.
believe the same thing.
Yeah,
If
same.
I don't count oral. Oral, I don't count.
oral,
Okay.
no, I do not. But when it comes to vaginal and anal penetration, I do believe that is considered losing your virginity.
Okay. Why? So why do you think the I don't even. I'm not gonna try to do a base metaphor because I know nothing about swords. But what? But I'm saying, to what level of intimacy is it not losing your virginity, even though it's still sexual contact? Why is it still not?
What do you mean by intimacy? The level of intimacy?
No. I'm saying, why are anything lesser than penetration, yet it is still physical sexual contact? Why is that not losing your virginity?
I think it has to do with biologically, like intercourse, and having to do with reproduction. I mean, I think anal counts because it kind of feels like vaginal intercourse.
Speaking from a guy's point of view.
Yeah, kind of. It's a lot tighter.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
It kind of feels the same, right? And I think just it's a weird thing that it feels like sex.
I think with our question though, wouldn't you think that losing your virginity is more of an emotional thing than a physical thing?
I would say, yeah, it probably is. It's not necessarily a physical thing. It's not like your body says, okay, you're not a virgin anymore. It's all in your head. It's all what.
Like, does it count? You ask yourself,
no,
did this count?
Because again, I think what I'm getting the feel.
Well, I think it's a little different for women or females because they have the actual hymen, and that'll. Right. I mean, some girls break it when they're like horseback riding or like doing the splits or something. But
again, this is. I mean, I think this would probably be the traditional definition of losing your virginity is breaking the hymen.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm saying, has it been redefined? Has losing your virginity been redefined? Like I said, for this couple, kissing, lip to lip contact was them losing their virginity.
Is that what they said?
They didn't. Okay, they didn't say it. I'm saying is that they saved that act until after they were married.
Okay, but what if they didn't consider that part of losing their virginity?
Well, I'm saying I think they probably did if they were holding out for marriage, to marriage. They didn't have to say anything.
Wait, so if they kiss each other, they would consider themselves not virgins and might as well just have sex?
Yes, that's basically what it was. I think.
Yeah.
That's strange.
But I mean, because are we all on the same? Or do we all agree then? Is it penetration that is?
Well, that's what I.
Yeah,
that's what I.
Yeah. Right on.
Wait. Yeah. So are you saying virginity is it's on person to person?
Yes.
So losing to virginity for someone is different from someone else.
Yes.
Okay. And so that could be even holding hands.
Possibly.
So are you saying there's people out there that just because they held another person?
Okay. The reason I'm saying because virginity isn't a real thing, right?
Okay. Yeah,
We're talking about virginity as if it's like an actual thing, but it's a concept that was made like long ago, and now it's really nothing because most of the people do not wait till marriage and. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I think the virginity to be a virgin, right? I think you are right in saying that it is probably a male to female thing, right? Yeah. Like it's okay for a man to go out and conquer virgins, whereas if a woman was no longer a virgin, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Right. So again, I'm getting at is going back to the traditional definition of virginity and how it's probably changed. So again, I don't think it's the same definition. But you're right. You are probably also true in saying a lot of people do probably think it's the act of intercourse that constitutes virginity because it is the same. It has been the same throughout, like time and centuries or whatever. But I
only say that because of the biological factor of reproducing. I guess the first time you actually try and reproduce.
But again, yes, I understand. But then your point is counterpointed with anal intercourse.
Yes, it is. I wanted to bring that up right now.
Yeah.
Because again, if we and we're not counting for example same sex acts.
That's true,
right? Then they never lose their virginity because they never have.
And then I mean, and that gets complicated. But I think that even the emulated anal intercourse, it kind of feels like regular intercourse.
Again, you're thinking it through you're talking about the sensations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to disconnect virginity from the sensations. I don't think it has anything to do with sensations. Because by that definition, oral would feel similar to intercourse by the fact that oral. Male, I
just want to throw that out there. I love sex.
I mean, but I mean, it gets in that weird gray area. I mean, because homosexual sex. I mean, and I think that also would be, it would be a little different. I think consider losing their virginity different.
No,
you don't think so?
Well, because if you think about it, for example. Oral sex, again, going back to oral. it's a mouth and probably a genital, right?
Uh-huh.
I think you could just switch the parts, but it's the same concept.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think why is that not losing your virginity?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's a good question.
That's good.
And I would not be able to answer that.
Right? Or even mutual masturbation. You would think that would be, oh, I did something with someone else that is of the... because, again, no one goes around like, oh, who wants to masturbate with me, right?
Right.
No, you're doing an act that is, like, intimate, that you do by yourself.
Jimmy time.
So I'm thinking, if you actually go out and do this with someone else, don't you think that would be losing your virginity?
Wait, can we start out? What's the definition of virginity?
Okay, no, that's what I'm trying to been asking
do.
for the last is what is then the definition?
Yeah.
And I feel like it has to be person to person.
No, because if someone considers holding hands with someone not being a virgin,
that's person to person.
Only because, and this is why I'm saying that it has to. It's subjective. Is because for some people they would say sex is romantic. That's their definition of sex.
Yeah.
For others, like we just said, sex doesn't have to be exclusively romantic. So then, what then is the definition of romance? Right. So it's subjective. Romance is subjective. Virginity is subjective. Sex is sex, yes. But virginity and romance, to me, I would say it depends on the person.
virginity.
Virginity, like romance, is subjective.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
Because again, to stir the pot and to add more to the fire is some people think that you can re-virginate yourself.
Yes.
Right?
Uh-huh.
How is that possible? It is possible.
You think that's possible?
I'm saying there are people that believe that you can re-virginate
think that's
yourself.
possible?
God, that's not...
Yes. Because I don't believe virginity is just a physical thing. I also think it's a mental thing.
Okay.
So some people do.
How is it a mental thing?
Okay. I think this is.
Yeah. See, it's getting more and more abstract, and I'm getting like.
I know it is, and I know you can't think in the abstract. We have to stick to the concrete. But again, I think this is probably something that we could probably spend a little more time on because this is something that we can probably
really debatable and like
right. It is yeah. I know you guys wanted to. Let's talk about personal stories, but no, I think it is. No. There's a greater.
Yeah. See, I was thinking of something completely different.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I ranted on something else.
So, no. It was good to hear. But again, it shows that what you think the definition of virginity, and it is a solely physical thing. Right. So, I think we should put it to our listeners to kind of tell us what they think. Do you think to lose your virginity is just solely a physical sexual act, or does it involve a little more or a lot more?
Right.
So what do you guys think
about leaving it to the listeners?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. No. Yes. Please. I invite anyone who listens to give us your opinion on this because obviously there's only 4 of us here and we're only giving our opinions, and other people may have very different opinions from what we have.
Yeah. So just I don't know. I would rather have it from various different like. Like younger, older, teachers, students, different religions, whatever.
Virgins and sluts.
Yeah, virgins, non-virgins, right?
Sorry.
If you're a virgin, like, message us of why you think you're a virgin.
Yeah.
Or if you're not, why don't you think you are?
Is that anyone else? Last comments, questions, concerns? We're all good? All right, we'd like to thank you guys for listening to another episode of Jimmy Time. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. And we'll see you next week. Remember, keep on Jimmy Time.
You virgin.